Hello and welcome to the Rally Project 2.0. Now before we get started disassembling this, there's a couple of things I want to mention. Number one, thank you for your support on the hate comments video. I was a bit tentative about putting that video out there, but you guys gave me a lot of support and good feedback, and you were really sort of on my side about that, so thank you very much. And number two, I've rearranged some stuff in this room, and the camera position is a little bit different. Let me know if you like it or not. I quite like it because it means I can show you things like that and I've not got it in front of me in the way. So yeah, I quite like it, but let me know what you guys think. But yeah, to today's video, this is the Rally Project, and it's been running for 2 years since I rebuilt it at the beginning of the channel. And I feel it's time to sort of rebuild it again, change a few things, put some new parts in it. And yeah, so basically today's video is going to be me tearing it down, and whilst I'm tearing it down I'm going to be telling you about the things I'm going to be changing and upgrading. So yeah, we'll get started. Again, I can't edit this footage because it's from my video camera and I don't have the software yet, so this is going to be one take. We'll just see what happens. So first thing obviously is the body. I will be changing the body. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've lived with this body for about 9 years now. And it's getting a bit old, a bit tatty, and I just want to change. So the body will be changing. I'll get this out of the way. So we shall start taking this apart. Now, I should have really got tools prepared, but obviously not. But I've got my nice drawer selection with all my tools in. So I'll take the wheels off first. Oh, these aren't tight. So first thing to note is the wheels. These are the Fast Tracks Rally Block wheels and tyres. And I will be changing the tyres definitely. These ones are pretty good tyres, but they're starting to wear down a little bit. And blimey, that's on tight. Oh, there you go. They're wearing down a little bit, and again I want to change. They're a bit too aggressive for the look of the new body, so yeah, I'll be changing those. And the wheels were actually from my my dad bought a TL01 from eBay, and he gave them to me very kindly, but they're getting a bit old, a bit tatty, and because of the abuse I've put this car through, they're starting to sort of wear around the edges. And I don't know if you remember, but on the snow video this year, at the start of this year, I smacked this into a curb, and it actually chipped one of the wheels. I'll see if I can show you, if you remember which one it is. And they've got quite a lot of water in them as well, so in the foams and stuff. So these will just be spare rally ones when I need them. I think it was this one. I will find it. But when I smacked it into the curb, I actually took a huge chunk out of the wheel rim, and it really sort of let a lot of water in and started ballooning the tyre. So if I can't find it, I won't bother. But yeah, I can't find which one it is. I think I re-glued it actually. But you can see this one's really obvious in the back there. Can you see those? They're actually the spokes of the wheel. They've been bent sideways by stones. That's some lighting. Can you see that? So they're getting pretty wrecked, and eventually, if all these go, the rim's going to completely come out of the outer bit. So yeah, get some new wheels, and they're going to be a bit wider because the body's a 200mm rather than a 190. So if I put these ones back on, they'll be a bit too small, a bit too thin, and they wouldn't sort of fit the body right. So I've got some 6mm offset wheels from HPI, I think they are, so I'll be using them. So yes, that's one thing off. We should also take off the shocks. Next easy thing. These screws are getting a bit old as well, so I'll be changing those. Now these shocks are Top CAD 55mm shocks, got them from eBay, and they've been great shocks. That one's not coming on. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible, I don't want the video to be too long. But yes, these are Top CAD shocks. You can see the zip strap there, that's only because the plastic adjuster, the threaded adjuster, is not working at the moment. And is a bit broken, so zip strap holds that there. But these are actually going to be used again. I'm swapping in some 60mm shocks, and they're currently on their way from Australia, so they'll be here soon. basically wanted a bit more ride height, because these are 55, the 60 should give me a bit more ride height, and it should be a bit better quality than these. These haven't leaked, I don't think, at all, but the ones I've ordered are really good quality, so... But they are going to go to good use, these ones. I've got 2 new projects coming up that you'll be seeing in probably a couple of weeks. I'll be sort of showing you them and unboxing them for you. But yeah, so these will be taken to good use. I'll probably do a rebuild video on them as well. Just if there's anyone who hasn't rebuilt shocks before, I'll be doing sort of a how to rebuild a shock video probably. So that's them off. Next thing, we'll take off the front bumper. I'll probably need a screwdriver for that. Yeah. So yeah, so this car's done really well. It's nothing's broken since the rebuild really. I think I've only had one of the hex adapter pins come out. That's about the only thing that's gone wrong with it. But it's getting tired, and at the end of the video I'll be showing you what happened to the battery in the previous sort of running video. But it's pretty clear that it does need another rebuild and change. So I'll be telling you about that in a minute. But I'll just try and get this done as quickly as possible, because this camera did cut out last time I was recording with it. And obviously I can't edit the footage and stick it together, so I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible. But I'll in the comments and stuff like that, there's a lot of people saying that they do, or they did, or they do have TL01s. They started with them, or they've got drift versions. It's great to see these getting around. I didn't think they were so popular. But this is the TL01 RA. This is the slightly rare, well not rarer, but it's the slightly newer version, because they don't make them anymore. So take the body posts off. Luckily these body posts do fit the new body. They bend out a little bit, but it's no big deal really. I've got a big box upstairs full of bits, full of new upgrade bits and replacement bits. So yeah, that's getting bigger every time. Okay, body posts off. It's really dirty as well. My hands are already getting a bit filthy. So next thing to take off, we shall take off these. Now these turnbuckles here, the actual you can adjust the camber on this car, but they're really quite old. They've been on the car since the very start, and they're getting quite rusty. Ugh, this is annoying. So I'll be hopefully changing them to some aluminium upgraded ones, just to stop the rust really. Get the screwdriver for that. Whoa. Wrong way. Oops. This chassis is not as stable on here as I like, but deal. It's a really long screw to get that one out, but I don't know whether you can see that. Hopefully it's going to focus in. You can see it in the middle there. If I put my hand up, I'll be able to see better. You can see the rust in there. They're starting to rust and not look great. So I'm hopefully going to be changing these out to adjustable ones with you can get like an Allen sort of a spanner wrench on it. I forgot to bring T-tap. That's annoying. I'll have to go on here. Oh well. Yeah, hopefully getting adjustable ones that should hopefully not corrode or anything. So take these out. I'm going to be really mucky after this. Okay, so that's them out. So take these out. Now the actual drive line, I'm not going to be changing to universal drive shafts or anything. Don't need to. It's done pretty well with these. I had no problems with them. So I knew I forgot to bring something in, no kitchen roll or anything. So, get those out of there. Give me 2 seconds, I'm really sorry, but I've got to get some tea towel. Can't deal with this. Give me 2 seconds, hang on. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry about that. Trying to shoot in one shot is very difficult. I can't stand having mucky fingers while I'm working on RCs, it's horrible. And then gets all over the tools. So yeah, I'll be cleaning these off camera. I won't bother showing you that, guys, that's quite boring. But I'll be using Swarfiga degreaser, really good stuff. I just dunk it in, leave it in there to sit for a while, and then use a sort of a paintbrush to get all the gross bits off. It's a lot easier. Runway. Got my little magnetic pot as well, put all the screws in. I pretty much know how to build this car off by heart now, so I don't even have to refer to the instructions. These suspension parts here, I'm not going to be upgrading to aluminium. There's no need, I haven't had any problems with them at all, none of them are broken. I think one of the little C clips there, or E clips, whatever you call them, one of them came loose, but that's the only problem I've had with the actual suspension part of this, part of the TL01. But it's held up really well to the abuse I've given it this year. So there's no point changing it, no point spending that extra just to have it perform the same. That's that one. Need a new drill bit at the end of this. It's not gripping the screws like I like. Take those out. Now I don't think I've cleaned this for quite a while, so it is very dirty. Next, try and get these kingpins out. Now I have, with the hex adapters, these blue ones here, had these in for ages, but they were they're not great. They've got little hex bolts that actually hold them in, that actually screw them and tighten them onto the drive shaft, and they're completely stripped out. They stripped out immediately when I first put them in. Really quite poor quality. So I will be upgrading to the Gpm Brake Discs that I've actually got in the drift car at the moment. I'll be using them, and they'll just give the body a bit more of a scale look. So yeah, I'll be changing those out. Did a big order at Asia Tees for parts for this, the rally project, and for the two new projects that you'll be seeing soon. So okay, that's that one done. I've also got a brand new bearing kit from Boom Racing. So see what those bearings are like. These bearings that I've got in now are, there's a guy on eBay who sells, I think it's Bearings UK, something like that. He sells all the kits for all Tamiyas, I think for all the axials and Traxxas ones as well. He's a really good guy, really good price. But I want to try some different ones. As I was placing the order in at Asia Tees anyway, I thought why not? They're only about £4 for the whole kit, so good price. Change that one. These kingpins as well are getting very worn out. I might have to change these as well. So I've got a very shallow, very small. You won't be able to see that. Why bother? very small Phillips head, and it's very difficult to get them off. Now I was considering changing the actual, what do you call them, hubs, the front and rear hubs to aluminium, just because of this kingpin problem here, because the actual hubs are very soft plastic, and I did want to change them, but they haven't actually failed on me yet, so I'll wait till they fail and then I'll change them then. So it's been quite an expensive month. That's them off. Let's just twist these off. Yeah, that's one. Okay, that's those done. Right, these. This may take a while, but I'm going to try and get these E-clips off. I found a different way of doing it now. Take that off there. Now these C-clips, E-clips have got generally a little hole in. You can usually get a very small screwdriver in there and pry them out. There's a little gap, and you should be able to get a smaller screwdriver. That one. Let's try. Ow. So we'll leave them for now. Do them a bit later. We'll take the, I think we'll take the electronics out next. Now we'll be changing the electronics completely. Take the motor out. I'll be actually putting a Lipo battery in here for reasons that you'll find out in a minute. And this is the original ESC, so I'll have to change that as well. I'll probably keep the motor. It's been doing pretty well. It's a dirt-tuned Tamiya motor. Not sure what turn it is, but it does pretty well. You can see the sort of stone chips and stuff that's got on there. That's the custom plate that protects that covers up the holes and protects the sort of the gears from dirt and stones. It's pretty chipped, and you can see just here with how old this chassis is. There's meant to be a little standoff there to actually screw the cover plate there, and that actually broke off. I was screwing it back on, it's completely snapped off, and because this chassis is quite old, it's quite brittle, it's had a lot of abuse in its life, so it was bound to happen, and hence why I will be changing the chassis. I've got a brand new chassis, and these shock mounts here as well have started to crack, just with the amount of times the shocks have been on and off, and with the age of it as well, and they're not particularly strong, and they're well known for sort of cracking, so I will be changing those, and well, I've got a new chassis and I've also got a way to stop that from happening. Again, another eBay find, but I'll be telling you more about that when I start to rebuild this thing. I'm not sure when I'm going to be rebuilding it. I don't know yet, probably next year, because I've got two projects starting in a couple of weeks, and then I've also got one coming in November, which is I'm really excited about. So I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush this project. I want to take my time with it and enjoy it, and do it properly, do it right the first time. So that's that off. Got that one. There's going to be so much rubbish fall out of this, you'll have no idea. That's the plate. I've got to take that out as well. And that one. Okay, nearly there, about halfway there. I apologise if this is too long, I don't mind if you leave, but if you just like watching build videos, then thanks for sticking around. So, these screws didn't come out. They come out like this. Yeah. These motor screws are getting quite sort of mangled as well. But I quite like the Phillips screws anyway, they seem to last longer than the hex screws I've had. So, take the drive shaft cover off. There's loads of built up dust on this, it's horrible. I kind of like making it really dirty and then cleaning it. I really like rebuilding RCs. It's awesome. So that's one. Now with this drive shaft you can actually make it rear wheel drive. All you have to do is just remove the drive shaft and the front gears. But the actual body I've got in real life, it's a 4-wheel drive car, so I'll be keeping it 4-wheel drive. If I was to get like a Ford Escort body, which I was considering, I'd convert it to rear wheel drive just because the real version is rear wheel drive. But the one I found is much better. Pre-painted, but oh, it's awesome. I can't wait to start running that. It's going to be so much fun. So, that's that off. Now I need to do the electronics, I think. So, I don't really mind about damaging this chassis, being as it's going to be changed anyway. Rip that off. Oh, wow, that's impressive. So if I should quickly show you in there. Lots of rubbish gets caught in there anyway, but you'll see it all fall out in a minute. I kind of jammed it in there. Wow. Yeah, I'm quite surprised at how much stuff there is in there actually. You see all in there? Leaves, stones. That's impressive, that is. So we also remove the servo. I will be getting a new servo. I've got a bit of a situation at the moment. This servo will be going into the Monster project, my Tamiya lunchbox, and the servo at the lunchbox will be going in one of my new projects, and then I'll be getting a new servo for this. Obviously waterproof, metal geared one. I've seen one by E-Tronics, I think the name is, so I'll probably be getting that one. I want to try some different servos rather than going for the Savox ones or the high-tech ones. I want to go try some different companies. There we go. But this servo's done really well. It's an Ansman, I think. They don't make them anymore. Oh, I particularly haven't seen them around. But yeah, it's been submerged under water. It's done really well for me. So just unplug this from wherever it's plugged into. Blimey. More zip ties than I remembered. That's one. That's 2. 3. And 4. Okay, I've got to remember which one it is now. You can see this mess of wires here, it's pretty ugly. So that'll all be changing when I redo the electronics. I think it's that one. That one it is. So that's the servo. Oh, it's backwards. It's the Ansman Basic Line AR705MG. So I did take the horn off. I actually took the whole top off, stuck some waterproof grease in there, put it back on, put some more grease in the actual servo horn, and then put plaster dip all the way around the edges, just to doubly make sure it's waterproof. It's still going really well. No problems with it, so really pleased with that. It will be used again, but it is slightly taller than a standard servo, so I did have to shave or sort of sand a bit on the actual chassis. So the new servo should be a standard size, and I won't have to do that. Yeah. So, oh, that's the electronics out. It's a TEU101BK, very old ESC. It's the original one with the car. That's waterproof as well. I'll probably be using it again. It's still going pretty well, and the receiver's in there. I'm gonna have to clean that up, take that apart. That is waterproof as well. That's my Absema transmitter receiver. So that's the electrics out. So we'll just split the chassis now, I think. Get that out of the way. I can never leave it tidy when I'm actually taking apart an RC. It's the right mess now. So one. If you're wondering what drill I'm using a Bosch IXO. Got it for Christmas. Really handy. It's great for doing stuff like this. Makes things really quick, really easy. I have got a adjustable torque adapter on it as well, just so I'm not stripping out screws. When I put it back together, I put it on the lowest torque setting, and use that, and then just hand tighten with this later. So I need to find where all these clips are. Whoa! Might as well do that now. Look at that pile of rubbish. That is amazing. It's still coming out as well. What a mess. But yeah, I don't think I've actually... Last time I took it apart, I changed the gearing inside to the speed tune gear set. And I won't be going back to that. There wasn't really an increase in speed. And it did... there was no acceleration at all. Sort of no torque to it. It wasn't doing wheel spins or anything. It was really the gearing was too high. So I won't be going back to that. We're going to the standard gears. Standard pinion, and just sticking with that. Give you more torque. Now I do actually need to get the arms off now, so rubbish everywhere. But with the new electronics and stuff, I am going to try and cover up that void in there as much as possible, just to stop all this dirt and leaves and stones getting in, because that is a shocking amount. I didn't realise it was that much. But I need to get these E-clips off now. Hopefully this won't take too long. Small screwdriver. These don't come off, I'll just leave them on and do it later. I think they're not coming off. I'm just going to have to try my best to get past these arms. I think I can, I think I did it before. Yeah, there we go. It's just that these screws down here are obscured by the actual arm that's there, so that's a bit difficult to get them out. But if you have it at a certain angle, it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. It's that one. There. And I think this is the last one, and we can actually split the chassis and we'll be done. Doesn't take too long. And because I've done it so many times, it's really easy. I'm going to come out. There we go. Okay, should be able to split this now. Show me this from it. Hopefully. Come out. Cool. Ah, that's why. I actually taped it up to stop the dirt getting in. That's why it's not working out particularly well. Yeah. Ugh. Right, now why is that not coming off? Ah, there's another screw in there. Forgot about that one. Okay, nearly there, guys. Again, if this video is a bit too long, I don't mind if you don't want to watch till the end, or you just skip to the end just to see what the results were. But there we go. So you can see the black gears there. See if I can get it in the right light. Yeah, you can see the black gears there as opposed to the white ones. So I will be changing them back to the original stock gearing, just so there's a bit more acceleration, a bit more torque for that four-wheel drive system. Tip them out on there. Now, in terms of the actual diffs in the RC, I'm going to try and put oil in there. If water hasn't actually got into them, I'm going to try and seal them and put water in there. No, put oil in there, proper diff oil. but I will be locking the rear one, or trying my best to lock the rear one. Ugh. Just because this RC gets stuck quite a lot, and if I lock because how the diffs work at the moment, they can spin the motor to different speeds, and often the wheel with the least grip actually spins the fastest, which is not what you want. You want sort of equal power to both wheels. So I'm going to try and lock the rear diff, not the front one because it will affect the handling quite a lot. But if I lock the rear diff, I should be able to have a bit more grip, a bit more traction, and not get stuck as often. Because that does annoy me, sort of in the middle of doing a video and it gets stuck, and having to, you know, run after it, unstick it, and take the video clip again. It's quite annoying. So hopefully locking that rear diff should stop that problem. But we're pretty much done now. Just taking off these battery posts. That's that one. So yeah, I won't be needing these anymore. I'm actually changing the battery to a Lipo battery, like I said. We're changing it to a shorty pack because it will actually fit inside the actual chassis. I will have to cut out. I'm going to have to cut out these round battery holders there. I'll be cutting these out, and I'll be actually trying to fit it in the back here. Slide it inside the chassis, cut these off, and slide it inside the chassis. Because if you remember the gravel video a while ago, I was running this battery. Now this battery is broken. It's only running on 5 cells right now. It's not doing too well, but it actually wore away on the battery there. And yeah, so I can't afford to keep replacing battery packs like that. So I will be cutting these out and trying to mount the battery sort of inside the chassis, and then I can put the electronics on the outside. But yeah, so we are pretty much done. That's it, disassembled. So I'll give you a quick tour now. Flip this camera around. So you can see all the dirt that's just fallen out of it there. That's the chassis that I'm no longer going to use. I'll take out the rest of the bearings. Got the wheels there, which will be changing. All the messy gears there, I'll be changing them and cleaning them with degreaser. And then all the electronics, the shocks that you'll be seeing in a bit. So yeah, that's it disassembled. Stick this back up there. So that's the start of the Rally Project 2.0. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too long. But yeah, really excited for this one. I'm going to take my time, really enjoy it, and build this to what it should have been, or what it should be. A great rally car, really capable and versatile rally car. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on RC Projects. Goodbye. Oh, before I forget, be sure to check out the Facebook and Twitter pages. I don't want to force you to go over there, but I'm posting something every day on the Facebook page, and yeah, I'm sort of posting spoilers to projects, kind of, sort of teasing you a little bit, and you'll be getting more updates of stuff like this beforehand, before the videos are out, because I've just got to edit this and upload it to YouTube, which will take 2 days. So yeah, if you want to go check out the Facebook and Twitter pages, links are in the description. Just go check them out. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on RC Projects. Goodbye.